What would happen if you quit all pleasurable activities for 30 days? Would you go crazy or feel amazing? I decided to do it, and here are my results. It's no secret that we live in a world full of instant gratification. We can get whatever we want with just a few clicks of a button. And when something is so readily available, it's easy to overuse it. That's why many people are now feeling the negative effects of too much instant gratification. They're burned out, anxious, and depressed. But what if there was a way to reset your brain and start feeling good again? Enter the dopamine detox. The term dopamine detox is thrown around a lot these days. But what actually is it? To put it simply, a dopamine detox is when you abstain from certain activities that cause the release of dopamine in your brain. Dopamine is a neurotransmitter that plays a role in our ability to feel pleasure. It's also the same chemical that's responsible for addiction. When we engage in pleasurable activities, dopamine is released in our brain, which makes us feel good. But when we do these activities too much, we can end up desensitizing ourselves to dopamine and reducing our baseline level of happiness. This is where the dopamine detox can help. By abstaining from certain activities, we can give our brains a chance to rest and reset. And when we do this, we may start to feel a lot better. The science behind dopamine fasting is still in its early stages, but some research suggests that it can have a number of benefits. One study found that people who fasted from social media reported feeling less anxious and depressed. Another study found that people who fasted from pornography reported increased self-esteem and satisfaction with their relationships. I decided to try a 30-day dopamine detox to see how it would affect me. Here's what I did. Every day for 30 days, I abstained from certain activities that caused the release of dopamine in my brain. These activities included watching pornography, using social media, playing video games, eating junk food, and drinking alcohol. It was really tough at first, but as the days went by, I started to feel better and better. I felt less anxious and depressed and more focused and motivated. Here's what happened after 1 week. I was shocked at how much better I felt after just 1 week of abstaining from these activities. I had more energy, I was more focused, and I felt less anxious and depressed. After 2 weeks, by this point I was starting to feel really good. My skin was clearer, I was more confident, and I had zero urges to watch pornography. After 3 weeks, at this point, I felt like a new person. I was more social, more confident, and more motivated than I had been in a long time. After 4 weeks, looking back on the last month, I realized how much better my life has become. I'm more successful in work, more confident in social situations, and more fulfilled in life in general. Here are the 6 key benefits that I experienced during my 30-day dopamine detox. 1. Increased productivity. When you cut out all the distractions that dopamine provides, you're able to focus on your work and get more done. That's exactly what happened to me. I found myself getting more work done than ever before. I was able to stay focused and on task without the urge to procrastinate. 2. Improved sleep. Dopamine can interfere with your sleep, but when you fast from dopamine, you'll find that your sleep improves dramatically. I went from getting 6 hours of sleep a night to getting 8 hours of sleep a night, and the quality of my sleep was so much better. 2. I woke up feeling refreshed and energized every morning. 3. Better decision-making. When you're bombarded with instant gratification, it's hard to make good decisions. But when you take a step back and look at your life, you'll be able to make better choices for yourself. During my 30-day dopamine detox, I found myself making better decisions in all areas of my life. For example, I chose to eat healthy foods, exercise, and spend time with loved ones, instead of wasting time on meaningless activities. 4. More self-control. One of the best things about a dopamine detox is that it helps you develop more self. When you're able to resist the urge to indulge in instant gratification, you'll find that you have more control over your life. This will carry over into other areas of your life as well. You'll find that you're able to resist temptation and stay focused on your goals. 5. Increase creativity. Dopamine can actually decrease your creativity, but when you fast from dopamine, you'll find that your creative juices start flowing again. I found myself coming up with new ideas and solutions to problems that I had been struggling with for weeks. No. 6. Greater happiness. Ultimately, the goal of a dopamine detox is to increase your overall happiness, and that's exactly what I experienced. I found myself feeling happier and more fulfilled than I had been in a long time. If you're struggling with addiction, depression, or anxiety, I highly recommend giving a dopamine detox a try. Just remember to go slow and listen to your body. And if you experience any negative side effects, stop immediately. Overall, my experience with the 30-day dopamine detox was incredibly positive. I felt better physically, mentally, and emotionally, and I highly recommend it to anyone who's struggling with addiction, depression, or anxiety. Give it a try and see how it affects you.